I like it. All right, there you have it. That's the hot take. 50 goals, but the key component, you said it, Janusz, they gotta stay healthy. And that's Tata Martino's very, very important job. Good luck to Inter Miami. We'll have to wait and see. They play Vissel Kobe tomorrow night before they return to Fort Lauderdale and South Florida. Right then, from one superstar to another, Kylian Mbappe. Stop me if you've heard this one before, but he is reportedly off to Real Madrid next season. Per our sources, our great Julien Laurens confirming, originally stated by Le Parisien, but Mbappe has made his decision. He's going to Madrid. Apparently, he's taking a big pay cut. Janusz Michallik reportedly giving up $100 million in bonuses at PSG. In fact, Madrid are offering him half of what he makes at PSG. But this is obviously a childhood dream for Mbappe. He's been a fan. There's photos of him when he was 14 years old, of Cristiano Ronaldo and Zinedine Zidane all over. And he wants to go, with all due respect, to a stronger league and a club that he's always wanted to go. Let me ask you straight away. Are Real Madrid making the right decision here to bring him in after everything that he's done in the past? He won't go. He will go. What do you think? Is this the right decision for Madrid to bring Mbappe?
Absolutely. The only decision to make at this time, right? They are the Galacticos. They're rebuilding that. They've done it with some big names. They haven't been successful at times, or as successful as they've been recently with some of them. But I think if you look at Kylian Mbappe, as you've mentioned, his dream to play there, I think this, you could say that he's arguably the best player in the world at this moment, right? Top 2, 3, whatever you want to say. If you look at his average, and I don't care, obviously, I know the Ligue 1 is not maybe the Premier League in terms of the quality of every team, but it's much better than people make it out to be quite honest. It's, you've seen, Neymar and Messi struggle, right? So it's not all that easy. Nothing's easy in life when you're a footballer, especially with that sort of a profile. And he's scoring in that league left and right. He's scoring in the Champions League. I mean, I saw a last 10 season of Mbappe. I mean, crazy numbers, right? I mean, you can count on, I don't know, 20, 25 goals a season for Real Madrid with everything else that they have on that team. If he just does that, he makes Real Madrid that much better. So I think he's always wanted to play for it. We've talked about it long enough. I think that Jurgen Klopp saying that he's leaving Liverpool took away Liverpool as an option, because I will die on that hill forever, that even if it's 10% or 15%, it's funny how it all kind of came out. It happened magically right away. But I don't know. That's my conspiracy theory. And as I said,
I like it. I like that one.
I'll die on this hill, because that would have been the only other option for him, Liverpool Football Club for me. So,
I mean, this in many
but
ways,
no, it's a great option. It's a great player that's going to be playing for a great club.
Yeah, this in many ways is perfect for him. This is, I guess, Florentino Perez's last piece of his new era of Galacticos, right? Jude Bellingham, Rodrygo, Vinicius Jr., Kylian Mbappe, Camavinga, Tchouaméni. You can see the new era bringing in. Let me ask you something, though, and a fan has quite rightly brought something up on our YouTube comment section. I totally agree, my friend. I believe, Janusz, that obviously in many ways this makes sense. Mbappe, he's going to be 26 this year too. Like, he wants a new objective. But I believe Victor Rosin would have been a better target, because what Real Madrid need is a true number 9, somebody that could really fit. Victor Rosin.
Who's that?
Oh, who's that? Janusz Michallik, please. You don't think so? You don't think it should have been a number 9?
Listen. No,
some respect on Victor Rosin's name, my friend.
Jokingly, but look, I mean, he gives you everything. What is there? I see and I read, and of course, as pundits here, we have to be sometimes very serious, and we have to look at tactics. And okay, I can understand somebody saying that, he's most comfortable on the left-hand side, Vinny Jr., where is he going to play? How is he going to play? Look, at the very least, whatever you want to say, if this happens in an immediate future, he's got a great manager who understands how to deal with these egos, right? I mean, Carlo Ancelotti has shown that at the very least, he knows how to come up with solutions. And Julian, Jude Bellingham is a great example of that, how he solved the problem of Benzema, how to play him. Look, great players find a way to play. Great. There's never, you almost never say no to a great player because somehow you feel that he may not be able to fit. I mean, they're great players for a reason, because they'll find a way within the team to play. And I'm not giving it solutions right now, but I mean, if you think that he's better, on the left, and on the assumption that you're going to play front three, play front two. Vinny Jr. can play with Mbappe, right? I mean, Rodrygo, he's just coming now, but remember, a year and a half ago, I think everybody was so frustrated with Rodrygo. Many didn't see a way for him to exist on that team. Let's be honest here, and look at how much he's developed. And that's exactly what's going to happen. The competition is going to be tremendous. Vinny Jr., I think, may go to a higher level, because you know what? He's going to have to. He's going to have no choice, because he knows that if he doesn't, then there's always that tactical tweak where maybe he's going to be on the bench, and there's going to be a combination where Mbappe plays on the left-hand side. Listen, this is Real Madrid. They will play 50, 60, 70, who knows these days, maybe 80 games in a season pretty soon. So you're going to have to rotate players. Kylian Mbappe, Vinny Jr., Rodrygo, Jude Bellingham. Even if you told me that Erling Haaland is coming to this team, they would find a solution. I'm not saying it's easy. The flip side, as you know, too many of those egos and stars doesn't always work. Let's have a look at PSG and Kylian Mbappe and Neymar, perhaps, and who else was there that I'm forgetting?
Well, Messi.
Messi. How could I forget Lil Messi? Yeah, we just talked about. So I mean, I'm not saying that's ideal, but I just don't think that if a player like Kylian Mbappe comes available, if a player that's been a fan since he was 12 or however old he was, and he desperately wants to come to play for Real Madrid, is willing to forego some bonuses and salary, wants to play for it, how can you possibly say no to that?
Yeah. Rafael Leao is supposedly meant to be Mbappe's replacement for PSG. Do you like that?
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense, right? I don't necessarily know, to be quite honest, if it's that much of an upgrade, to be honest. Financially, yes. And that's probably, if he goes, that's the only reason. Milan, obviously, is not at a level of PSG. It's being rebuilt. It's new ownership. As we can see it, it's still to a very frugal team. Part of that is because new rules in Serie A, especially when it comes to foreign players, the taxes and all that. I think Milan, even if they wanted to spend money in a crazy way, I don't think it's all that easy. So financially, it probably makes sense to him. But if I'm Leao, just looking at the sporting side, I think that Milan are a bigger club than PSG. For me, always was, is, and always will be.
Always will be. If there's one place for Mbappe to fill in this noise of ridiculous talent, it's probably the 14-time Champions League champions. But it's not official yet. We have to wait and see. This French telenovela may not be over, so we just have to wait and see what happens. Well, there you have it, my friends. Lionel Messi, Inter Miami, and Kylian Mbappe. So much more to discuss. Before we say goodbye, Janusz, any final thoughts as we are wrapping up here on this great Tuesday?
No, just, we're going to continue from time to time, domestic league soccer. I'm sure it's going to be many, many positives. I do hope that he really, this league obviously absolutely needs, viewers from around the world. So I hope that he's going to provide many, many magic moments where, we're going to see Leo Messi first and foremost, but by virtue of that, I think Major League Soccer is going to get some exposure. So I hope in the end it's super positive.
I completely agree. All right, well, there you have it. Janusz Michallik, Luis Miguel Echegaray. Make sure to return to us. Remember, we're 3 times a week here on ESPN FC on YouTube.